to keep my job. I indulged my boss's twisted fixation. Every day, I'd wear the risky fade shari he picked out and display it for him. But this one day, his demands escalated. I had to lie face down on his desk, and then he hooked a finger under a strap. And at the same time, he told me to call my boyfriend after graduating. I landed a position at a major tech firm, a job all my peers envied. What they didn't know was that every single workday felt like an eternity. Because my boss, Jack, a Caucasian man, harbored a host of disturbing fixations, I considered quitting countless times, but the exorbitant salary of an executive assistant coiled around me like an iron chain. If I left, I wouldn't just face immense financial pressure. My mom, who constantly boasted about my corporate career to anyone who'd listen, would absolutely flip out. In her words, what hardship is too much to bear? Do you know how many people would kill to get into a company like this? Upon arriving at the office, I walked in as usual. Jack was already settled in his ergonomic chair. When he saw me, a smirk twitched at the corner of his bearded lips. Hey, Sarah, good morning! His teeth were gleaming white, and his smile seemed friendly enough, but the unrestrained anticipation in his eyes immediately put me on edge. Before leaving yesterday, Jack had handed me a piece of lingerie, instructing me to wear it to work today. It wasn't the first time he'd asked me to wear something revealing, but this particular outfit was daring to an extreme. It exposed areas that should have been covered, while concealing others that typically weren't. To make it even more humiliating, the lingerie was open, crotch walking to work. The constant friction had actually given me a slight physical reaction. I took deep breaths, repeatedly telling myself that this time was no different from any other. Jack merely had a fetish. He'd never actually done anything to me. I walked to the door, locked it, and then moved to the blinds, pulling them shut. This was the first task I performed every morning, presenting myself to Jack, wearing the lingerie he'd given me. My reflection stared back from the window pane. Me long, soft hair cascaded around me. My face was lightly made up, a professional white blouse paired with a knee-length pencil skirt, and sheer stockings on my legs. I was tall, nearly 5'9", and thanks to my regular yoga practice, my physique was curvaceous yet toned, with a defined athletic build, to boast a little. From my looks to my body, even some magazine models wouldn't compare to me. Every time Daniel and I were together, he wouldn't stop until he was utterly spent. So far, Jack hadn't gone too far, but this time, I was particularly worried because the lingerie under my business suit was just too alluring. When I tried it on at home, even I felt a tremor of arousal. Sarah, you look absolutely stunning. Jack's blue pupils were unnervingly dilated, and his prominent Adam's apple constantly bobbed as he swallowed. I bit my lower lip, trying to recall his reactions from previous times I'd worn lingerie for him, praying that this time too, nothing unexpected would happen. I slowly began to unbutton my blouse. The cool sensation on my sensitive upper body, coupled with Jack's increasingly wide eyes, sent my heart hammering, but I couldn't stop. Taking another breath, I placed my hands on my pencil skirt and slowly began to pull it down. This was another of Jack's demands. Toe undressed slowly. I knew he wanted to savor the illusion of something about to begin. After all, he couldn't actually do anything to me, but this way, he could feel as though I was willing, or that he had power over me. I pulled the skirt down, taking the stockings with it. My pale skin was gradually revealed under the office lights. When I had fully removed my clothing, Jack suddenly stood up. Oh my God, Sarah, you are truly a goddess among mortals. His heavily accented English sounded clumsy, but I found nothing amusing about it. This was the first time I'd seen Jack so agitated. The predatory light in his eyes was the same light I'd seen in Daniel's eyes. As I watched his massive frame, nearly twice my size, move toward me, an overwhelming sense of suffocation gripped me. Sarah, do you know? You are a perfect work of art, specifically created by God. He cupped his chin, circling me. Every inch of my skin felt scorching hot. Jack, are we done?